Alright, we on.
Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to YAHAWAH,
bahasham,
bahasham,
bahasham.
I want to give double honors to the elders, the apostles, great millstone. Salutations and blessings to the whole collect, boys of the gospel, father, and understanding YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Reverend B. We out here another week to prophesy the end of America. This shit is getting exciting, it's heating up, tensions are boiling over. Alright, nations are rioting, and they're talking about literally mandating finessing. Okay, we got another name for finessing. It's upgraded now. Alright, we went from V for Vendetta, we went from potion, then we're gonna call it finessing, wild vaccine orders. Now, out there, what is it, Australia? The population is pretty much, it's a smaller population, so what they did was they locked down majority of the country, and everybody is restricted to, I think, like a 5-meter distance from their house, and they have task force that's going door to door to make sure you ain't got nobody over there, nobody's coming to visit. So this beast system that we've been prophesied against for some time is really starting to show its fangs. All right, because that's what the system is. It's a beast system, and a beast. You think of a beast, you think of a fierce creature or something that's not to be lightly taken. Okay, because the beast system is of multiple components of these different nations. They don't the EU. They all have a common benefactor as to bringing in the NWO. Because I believe a prime minister or whatever they go by over there, or one of the guys from the WHO, he even said that this is like the first day of the New World Order. Yeah, okay, we've been telling you that they've been trying to establish a New World Order, but it goes over most people's head. It's because people, they're not paying attention. Yeah, he said it on broad TV, man. You know, and the crazy part about this, you people are so locked in on the news, the fake news, the ones that's telling you the bullshit and how everything is going to hell, you can't even distinguish between the proper course of action and what's real or what's not. So you people are all bugged out and panicking, man. You know? So hey man, YAHAWASHI is judging the earth. That's right. And this man, he's getting ready to come down with great wrath, because when it's there, it's gonna be in every country. Okay, they're already talking about New York. By the 16th of this month, they're gonna put it into effect, and by the 13th of next month, in September, they're gonna really make it fully mandated. And then LA County, they already talking about, oh, you gotta get it. You know, every city worker, state worker, federal workers, you have to get it. There's no such thing as, oh, you don't get it, take a test. No, you either have to get it or you're gonna lose your job. And then also it came out that if you refuse it, federal workers get up to 5 years in prison if they don't get it. So that's draconian right there, and it's just gonna intensify. All right, so y'all brothers got precepts. No,
I got Revelation 13.
That's what I was just thinking of.
This Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he spake, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Ooh, a dragon. What is a dragon? What type of creature is a dragon? Fierce, man. Okay, he's speaking nice things, but it says that he's speaking as a dragon. Those 2 horns goes into the society. You got your Republican, your Democrat party. They appear to be in opposition from one another. Like the governor of Florida, like, man, we ain't going for this shit. You got the Texas governor, he said we ain't going for it. But you notice all these Democratic states, they're the ones that's turning the key, so to speak. Right. So off the strength of that, that's creating a civil division between the North and the South. So you're gonna have Southern devils that's gonna be in tune with Northern devils, man. Because everybody low-key is trying to move down south now because they don't want to be under this order. But even then, if they don't comply, they're going to start taking funding from them. They're going to start, you know, shutting down businesses. The federal government is going to start taking away some of those benefits. You know,
there was a Greek ruler that ruled over Athens, whose name was Draco, and he had instituted, it was like the first instance of draconian laws, meaning the harshest measure of punishment for the least amount of crimes. Like you could steal a bunch of grapes and then get your head cut off for it, man.
Good.
You know what I mean? That's what draconian means. So now
trying to walk.
It's to the point where if you don't take vaccine or whatever, then you could lose your job. You can no longer have access to a grocery store behind not taking a potion in your arm, man. Yeah. What kind of shit is that? And that shows you how majority of people on this earth are fucking stupid, and they're fucking gone because they didn't live this life for 20, 30, 40 plus years of freedom, right? But now they're willing to cast away all their freedoms just to take the fucking vaccine. Yeah. Just to take the witch's potion in their arm. It shows you they are gone. They're under the spell of of Esau, which Esau is basically the mother of harlots, the mother of witchcrafts. Because when they turn on TV, they're being programmed. You know what I'm saying? Just like in that movie, what's that movie with was it Roddy Rod Piper? He had the he threw on the glasses and shit, and he could see everything.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that movie?
I remember.
I forgot the name of it, but he could see the movie. But basically, when he looked at the ads, it was like a regular ad for, like, let's just say, for example, it was McDonald's. And he put on the glasses, and it was some fucking witchcraft that was really being projected to him, like obey the government. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that's what's really being. That's subliminals. So, and then the brother from Las Vegas a while back did a lesson about it was like an infomercial or a commercial about the American government, but it was in subtitles. But slowly the subtitles would phase out, and it would say like, obey the government is God. That's the witchcraft.
Right.
Because literally you watch CNN, they putting some subliminal shit in there to make you think like, oh, take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. You know what I mean? It's witchcraft, man.
Well, you ever paid attention when them news reporters, because they ain't nothing but lower level witches anyway, you notice every time they do their little live press conference on the streets, you notice it's always by an address. You know, you ever see numbers on the building and shit, or you see the number 3. If you ever paid attention to it, they be programming people, man. That's why TV is like the worst shit. That's the worst drug in the world. Right. Because they call TV, it's basically a witch's box, man. Right. Like a remote control, they call it the concept of a wand, a magic wand. So that's why these people are the way they are. Through TV and the media and radio, because media goes into media. You know, that's why you got the black woman trying to get on OnlyFans and all this other shit. This is why people are bugging out through the whole, you know what, this whole scamdemic and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the average American probably watch TV over 40 hours a week, man. You know, because first thing Americans do, they go home, get off work, eat their hot dogs, and they turn on the fucking box. I just started back watching TV probably a year ago. Before that, I didn't even watch TV, man. I had all them apps and shit. I ain't even touched that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so much going on. But ask these people, television is a big part of their life, man. You know?
It says, he exercises all the power of the first beast before him.
And that first beast is the Roman Empire. Okay? Because it says that he daily rules here. So this whole society is modeled after the ancient Roman Empire. Babylon, the Assyrians, the Greeks, all this is one thing modeled up inside one big ass empire. Right? So you got the worst of all worlds.
Monument. That represents Nimrod's penis. Nimrod was the ancient ruler of Babylon. You know what I mean? They worship these gods. Like Olak and shit. Olak is on the dollar bill. Owl. Like if you look at the way some people build in Chicago, knows how symbology. Like in Chicago, I always bring out this concept. The YAHAWASHI library, you got like 8 gargoyles, like owl creatures. They look just like they could be represent the spirit of Allah, and they're just looking down on the population like that. And when you look at those things, it has a spirit behind it, right? You know what I'm saying? I was like, one day, them things gonna start attacking people because you got apparitions in plain sight. Like a video came out, he said like a baby T-Rex that ran through somebody's backyard, man. Fucking dinosaur. So most high, hey, what's like right to fuck these people up, man? Right. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Rome, hey, you know, and hell is breaking loose all throughout the earth as we speak. It's just gonna come here last because in Europe, it's mass protests behind this vaccine passport and shit. You had the Grenadines, their prime minister, which is the equivalent to a president, somebody threw a rock at his fucking head, busted his shit open. They tried to kill his ass, man. Because they said that's bullshit. So imagine how much more when that shit comes here. You got Esau, he's on camera, he said he was shooting up with his fucking big ass crazy.
He said that's my response for. He said that's my response for forced vaccine. Boom, boom, boom. Had some big shit. He had them damn shades on and shit.
Nigga had a 60 cal.
Hey, these devils gonna turn up, man. Hey, right. look. Right. When they start really pushing that shit in, look, the Confederate States, they not going, man. I'm trying to tell you. See, you dumb niggas, you go down there to the health departments and you get that shit in you. These fucking Edomites, no.
They're not going.
They ain't going for that shit, man. Don't let Esau fool you and make you think you got the potion. Most of these crackers ain't got it. Nah. These women got it. Because these women, they believe any goddamn thing. But these die-hard hot dog and beer drinking Edomites, man, they ain't getting that shit. Right. So it's gonna be a civil war in America. These streets are gonna be full of bodies in a minute, man. Right. And we gonna be right here. We told you so. I want to bring this precept out real quick.
Can you read that part one more time?
This one? Okay, so I know you was gonna say something. No, it says that he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast. His deadly wound was healed.
Right. We were making the comparison on how that's the Roman system. And the Roman system was completely pagan at the time. So they did everything completely opposite of the laws of YAHAWASHI. And that's the same thing that's reincarnated now, man. You can't really teach your seeds the true message of the Bible. And same thing as Rome, they want to persecute the church, man. The same shit.
They will persecute. They have so concept of divorce.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Feminism.
Bullshit.
And like here, like you learn at a certain point that you had to learn the Roman numerals.
Yeah, elementary school.
You was in
young
age, you had to learn Roman numerals.
Shit.
You had to learn certain Latin phrases. Shit.
You had to recite the fucking Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, Pledge of Allegiance. That's like worshiping the beast. Because the Senate, the government structure of America is modeled after ancient Rome, as well as all the EU governments. Because you got all the structures like Parliament and you got the Senate House. They're modeled like ancient Roman buildings. So you gotta bow down. Like every jank has a fucking social security number, a license. You gotta go get a license. You gotta, go to the school system. All that shit is modeled after Rome.
A lot of their legal language.
Right.
It's Latin.
It's like
pro bono. Pro bono. Something means, it basically means for free.
Free until
right. Pro meaning before. Bono means benefit. You know. So a lot of their legalese, the stuff they write in contracts, is Latin.
Yeah.
You know.
But niggas want to say they free, man.
They call it pig Latin.
That pissed me off.
And you know how that pro bono shit is all bullshit? Because they only take the money if you win the case. I thought it was free.
That's true. Yeah.
Turn around right
Yeah,
here.
you had what is it called, man? Freedom of religion in Rome, to where they worship all those different gods. It's like that in America. You could literally be in the church one week and then go to Ramadan the next week, and no penalties, no repercussions.
That's right.
Like versus if you was in ancient Israel and we see you in the temple and then you go worship Moloch, you gonna fucking die.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You gonna get put to death.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, because
in America they call it separation of church and state.
Separation of church and state. And there really is no separation. It's not. There's no separation of church and state. It's all bullshit, man. But anyway, like brother went into the British Parliament is nothing more than American Congress. Same thing. That's why you notice that attorneys, man, they got to take what they call the bar exam, okay, which is really starting off by the Queen of England, man. It's called the British something registry. I can't remember the age, but it's basically equivalent to what they call what is the British Republic, like Canada and DC. That's still province of British Columbia, so to speak. So an attorney takes the bar exam. It's not even of American arms. So they say how all this shit is really tied into this specific thing. So like the brother said, Jake ain't free just because you go to the club and pop bottles, man. You ain't free, man, because you still got to pay taxes. You got to pay tributary to Caesar. You know, you got to pay your rent. You got to pay your car note. Ain't shit free in this goddamn world, man. I wanted to bring this out real quick. Revelation 17, and I'm gonna start at verses 2. It says, "With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of our fornication." Philosophies that America's pushing out. You see, what's happening is they getting ready to get the biggest slap back because the other nations are realizing that the shit America was pulling out was nothing but to destroy them and enslave them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like down there in Brazil, I believe the president or something like that, he said, we ain't going for that shit. He said, we arming our citizens down here. He said, we are arming our citizens. We're not dealing with that. Because they know what happens when you disarm a population. That's why what's happening out there in Australia. Like, dude, like, that's just like saying, okay, you got a gun. Give me your gun so I can shoot you with it. Like, what sense does that make? These stupid fucking idiots. And you idiots allowed that shit to happen. All because you were getting good jobs, you had a good life and work-style balance. They manipulated the crime and made it seem like it wasn't that much crime over there. So your mindset is, why do we need guns?
Right.
Crime is controlled, man.
Which just shows you
That shit
in
is
London
stupid,
out
bro.
there, says you take the guns away, now niggas are stabbing each other out
They
there.
don't even like guns out in London.
Let's
Everybody
get poked up.
Niggas getting stabbed up.
Nigga will drop the gun and stab you. They say the big fucking rate of murder out there is people getting knife attacks.
Yeah. Oh, in England.
Yeah.
Guns away. So they don't got no other options but to stab niggas out there.
You know what
So
else
that's
is-
what they do. So it show you fucking taking the guns away don't take away violence. That's just a tactical advantage for the military. So when they come in, you will have a knife. You run up on this nigga with a Bowie knife. He has an M16. He's gonna gun your ass down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What kind of sense do that make? I got a gun and you got a gun. You give me your gun, so now I have two. Now I'll protect you.
Right.
Like, what kind of sense does that make? You know, you're more effective if both people have a gun. You know?
Trusted man. That's what these people do. And the scriptures say he deceived the whole world because that's what happened.
Y'all know tricks. Y'all know when you go to the background. That's next. They said he got like this type of technology that can seal your house. You know, if you got pistols and shit hiding in there. You know, Jake trying to get clever and shit, man. Slash and shit. But you niggas see that, man. Hey, man, you gotta run that. And I'm gonna tell you like this. They do that here. Esau ain't giving out that weapon. Esau, man, Esau said he was military. Any officer come to my doorstep, I'm calling him down.
Yeah, you saw that saying, come and take it.
Come and take it. Hey. I'm not just gonna willingly give you my shit. Come and take it.
Yeah, they did it once during this Civil War. They fought to the death, man, to keep them slaves.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck of those Edomites. They were like, you ain't taking shit from us.
That's why a majority of the Edomites that rise up, they're gonna be from Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, the Carolinas, Virginia, Missouri, Kansas. Because I'm saying
These people in the north,
Arizona.
Yeah, soon they gonna put it in your kids, man. If you don't want to put it in your kids, they out of there.
I think the dude was like, I think he was like from Sydney, the dude that had the accent. He said, yeah, man, neighbor, they kicked in his door and took the kids because he was homeschooling. And he didn't believe in it, you know what. So they busted his crib and they took his 11-year-old boy, man.
Hey, that shit better be real, bro.
This shit is happening, and people out here are so fucking stupid. They act like they don't see what's going on, which is good because the Lord is setting you up to take this rug from any of us.
That's right.
You know how the rug is swept from under somebody that is falling against their shit. You can avoid it if you're aware of it, but if you don't know, your ass gonna end up with stitches in the back of your head, man. That's exactly what the Lord is doing. He said, you got all these people.
That's America dictating NATO and EU, man. That woman is America. The scarlet color beast is this world woman.
Right. And it's scarlet because it's Edom. Esau came out red all over like a hairy garment. So that red beast, the scriptures didn't call it a blue beast or a yellow beast or a beast. They called it a red beast. That's Esau. It represents Esau.
And it says here the woman was decked red and purple and scarlet color, decked with gold and precious stones, having a golden cup in her hand for the abominations and filthiness of our fornication. That's the homosexuality. That's the same sex you did. To the point they said that on every birth certificate they moved the gender off.
Yeah, they're gonna take off genders.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all they can tell.
Yeah.
So American Medical Association.
Yeah. Got a Rockefeller coming in.
They're the ones responsible for all this, what is it, the allopathic medicine, which injects you with all kind of bullshit. AMA, because before that, people dealt with homeopathic medicine, meaning the herbs and shit. Okay. AMA introduced all the fucking the opioids and all that shit. Yep.
That's what you call petroleum-based.
Petroleum-based medicine. Yeah.
So I had
no shock they control all the oil, right?
Because
they switched to that kind of medicine.
Because during the 1800s, before John Rockefeller, before they infiltrated the medical, they came up with it. But before then, what is it? You said
it's homeopathic. It's like natural, and allopathic is like
it's petroleum shit. So the homeopathic, whatever. That deal with the plant-based shit, the herbs and stuff. That's the stuff we're into. The stuff that they don't want to. If you break down a video on herbs on YouTube, they'll cut it off. Right. Because it's doing away with that poison. You know what I'm saying? And with the Medical American Association started by the Rockefellers in the 1800s, they came out with methods of torture, like the whole study of gynecology. They used to operate on those women without any type of that come from the fucking American Medical Association. That's why you can catch a chick with her legs open on the opera table. Like I was watching this movie, it was on Hulu, it was with Pierce Brosnan, he was a doctor, and it was this chick that was trying to get pregnant, but she couldn't conceive. So her husband went to this doctor, and he basically did some type of test fecal tube on her ass and put triplets in her. And he said that, but you're gonna have to kill one. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he put some shit in her fucked her all up. This dumb bitch decided to kill the 2 twin boys and killed the damn girl. And the girl was a damn demon. And then the simple ass husband gonna say, well, you got 2 twin boys, 2 lions versus a
This is why women trust the medical system the most.
This is homeopathy. It says homeopathy is a medical system based on the belief that the body can cure itself. That's true because look, when you can take herbs, the herbs don't kill you. I mean, the herbs don't cure you. The herbs just boost what's already in your body, the capability to cure itself. Like the immune system, the kidneys. You have a functioning system in your body to flush out disease, which are primarily toxins of what you eat, maybe something you might breathe in, but it's mostly just what you breathe or what you eat. Those are the only things, or maybe something you got skin contact with. Those are really the only things that can make you sick. So with homeopathy, introduce herbs so it can boost your immune system, your white blood cells to fight whatever in your body and purge it out, like cancer, right? Cancer are degenerative cells that multiply in your body and cause a problem. So it causes an imbalance within any system, right? So when you fast, those cells die. So your body naturally just kills that shit, right? Versus now Esau saying, okay, with allopathic, I gotta give you radiation. I gotta have this fucking ray gun and blast it on your arm to take away a fucking tumor, right? Yeah. Your body, if you fasted, that shit will fall off. It would literally fall off. It would dissipate and clear out of your system. Yeah. You know, which Wikipedia actually calls homeopathic pseudoscience. Right.
American Medical Association.
He comes against all the knowledge of the scriptures. That's why he said he shall speak great swelling words against the Most High.
Yeah.
That's how Esau speak word against the Most High.
Yeah. The scriptures can tell you that they ain't telling the truth to a lie because it's clearly evident. But like I said, there's a functioning system to explain it. Quite often, like last year when this shit happened, these guys did all some people. I had some shit I thought because of my tooth. In fact, I had to get my teeth. And I got real sick after 2 days. I feel like when I was drinking, and my throat was feel like it was literally closing up, like I was drinking water, man. I couldn't cough up because of none. I'm like, okay. This is before the COVID shit was even announced in America. So I'm like, damn, I'm probably ahead of your day. After 2 days, man, I was good. Right. I haven't coughed so much as a cold since, man. Yeah. So whatever was in my body, it came up with the antibodies to fix whatever was going on, man. So why the hell do you need to go down there and get jabbed in your arm? It's bullshit, man.
And the homeopathy is not a pseudoscience because if you get sick, then you would just be sick forever. Yeah. That means like if you didn't take anything, you would just be sick forever. You just have a cough for the rest of your life if you didn't take some fucking therapy or something.
Like the illness, for example, the Spanish flu, like around World War I, it wiped out like millions of people. Like over like around 1920, they didn't develop a so-called Maxine Waters until World War II. So it was 20 years before they came up with their quote-unquote solution. But by then, they stopped killing people. People built up their own resistance on their own, basically. Like, it took out some people, but it was mainly old folks, to be honest, you know.
It's Romans chapter 1, verse 24. Saying, wherefore the Most High also gave them to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie.
All right, man. Like the brother went into the different areas of medicine, man. And you got this chemical-based shit. Everybody know anything that's chemical-based can destroy you. Like prime example, radiation, getting chemotherapy, that's radiation. You pump radiation in the body to kill a cancer, but yet you're killing all the degenerative cells that's gonna heal you. So you getting it's stupid. I just like fucking throwing a radio in a bathtub with you, man.
Chemo weakens your immune system because it kills your blood cells. I mean, it kills your blood cells. It kills everything. It really kills out. It kills everything in its path, because chemo is like when you're taking these chemical drugs that purge certain things out your body, but you're purging everything. You're purging everything out your body. So your white blood cell count is low. Your iron is low. All your shit is low. You start looking sickly and shit. You start your eyes look like this. My stepdad went through that shit, you know, like 20 years back or whatever. But he went from being about like 190 to he only weighed 110 pounds off of chemo, man. It's like
That's crazy, man.
A fucking helter skelter ass.
You talking about the dude we seen a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, he went through that shit, but it shows you that that is not beneficial towards you. It's poison, because even the medical system. The symbol of the medical system is the Asclepius, which is the rod with two serpents mixed around. What does the serpent do? It gives you poison. The serpents introduce poison to your body. And that's why, you know, that's why it's synonymous with dragon. You bring up dragon. Dragon is the same as a serpent, is the same as a snake. That's how we know Esau was the serpent in the garden. Right. You know what I mean?
That old devil. Say, which is the dragon and Satan. It's you. That's right.
Yeah, I got the rest of Revelation 13. I got the definition of worship for that, Revelation 13. Can't really bring it out. Calvus. Yeah, go ahead. This is the definition for worship in Revelation 13 and 12. It's proskuneo, which means I'm going to go to the third definition. It says, in the New Testament, by kneeling or prostration to do homage to one or make obeisance, whether in order to express respect or to make supplication.
See, bowing down to this image, that's why the brother said that the Greek god of Asclepius, man. Now, if y'all pay attention, look at this. Asclepius with a serpent with a staff in there. You ever seen that?
Yeah, I seen it.
The man?
The staff. Oh, the actual god of Asclepius?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's based on.
Yep, and it's an Edomite, man. That's what it's based on. So the people don't even understand the symbology and the witchcraft and the sorcery behind this, man. Because like you said, the serpent is and they uphold it. Like when you look at the WHO, they got the shield of the cross, but they got it all right in the background. It's putting enchantments on people, and they paint it blue to make you people docile to it, because when you see the color blue, subconsciously it makes you calm, it makes you not fearing. Now if that symbol was red, people are like, oh fuck that shit, it look a little sinister, you know. So they hide it right in plain sight, man. Prime example with the amber lamps, right? You see the red cross on it at times. That symbolizes, like, people see that, okay, that's an emergency, it's aggressive, it's helpful. You know what I'm saying? But if it was blue or whatever, people wasn't really paying too much attention to it. You know? So that's how this devil, man, this is the mother parliament of witchcrafts. This place is formulated on witchcraft. Everything you do, you work, the Freemason shit, the mentality, people are engulfed in just sorcery, man. They don't even realize it. Look at the shit they put in the kids' TV shows, man.
Sorcery is basically just the left-hand path. Because you may think that sorcery is like some shit that you see on Harry Potter or whatever, but it's deeper than that. It's like everyday shit. You go into McDonald's and eat a fucking McDouble, you partake in this sorcery, man.
Hey, nigga roll the blunt. Nigga roll the backwood is sorcery, man.
Yeah. Adultery is sorcery, man.
You know, you put some
Because you know what, a lot of times the bitches, they lie about it. They lie about whether they got a man or not. They lie.
Yes.
You know, they gotta put on the makeup and shit. That's social.
Yeah, Snapchat, OnlyFans, likes
They
on
put on the
Instagram.
filters on to change her appearance.
Yeah.
To make you want her.
Yeah.
The whole time she got men. That's all sorcery and witchcraft.
You have a
But then you got the literal witchcraft to where you got the nigga woman, she's praying to Ogun and the Ashanti spirits and all that shit. You nigga woman, you finished, man.
Diva.
That's right.
You about to be destroyed horribly, man.
Diva.
Right.
Diva as well.
Right.
And they embody those spirits. Fuck the
Let's
black.
get that there.
You got
Some
some
precept, yeah. This is Nahum 3:3. Says, the horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear.
Right,
And
the
then-
bright sword and glittering spear is the nuclear missiles. Because that's what's coming to cancel out all the bullshit we're talking about. Because you look at what we're doing right now, we're offering up complaints. This is bullshit. It's like going to your employee and be like, you know, this guy did this and this and this at the job, I'm sick of this shit. That's what we're doing now.
hell yeah.
So now the Lord, He's telling us
Yeah,
what
this is
He's
trying.
The Lord is telling us what He gonna do in response. He said He gonna lift up the bright spear and the glittering sword on your ass.
That's right.
He gonna bring the hammer down in the company.
Remember like Lion-O from the Thundercat back in the day?
Yeah.
Read that
It
again.
says, Nahum 3:3, the horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear.
It's funny too because the nuclear warheads are likened unto horsemen as well. If you read that in Joel, the 3rd chapter, they're likened unto horses because how they move in. You know, it's the second chapter. How they move in formation to destroy its target. Right. You know what I mean?
It says, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses. And there is none in of their corpses.
Yes. Yep. The dead is going to be cast out as dung. Those missiles are going to eliminate all this folly around.
Right.
All the pride attitude, like the black woman won't buy. That's going to end all that. Missiles going to end all that fucking attitude. Yeah.
Oh, it said that what did they say? Their faces shall be as flames.
Flames.
When they see the missiles coming on your ass, ain't gonna be no proud nigga woman in there. Oh, there's gonna be nigga woman. There's gonna be no prideful. You see what I'm saying? Pride is gonna be exited out the fucking building.
That's right.
You see a missile about to smack your weave wearing ass right in your head.
Yeah, what
That's
the
right.
What the Apostle R said, man, right on top of your fucking bald ass head.
Right.
You know, because you know what? That's the spirit, man. Brother sent the clip of a simulation of when the missile's gonna come, how they got the countdown in 10, 9, 8, find somewhere to retreat. Where the fuck you gonna go?
Go run in the
Find
circle.
somewhere on the ground and go, nigga ain't getting no bump.
It's gonna be like that South Park episode where they all buried their head in sand and shit. Remember that shit?
Yeah, a nigga ain't getting no bump,
Bury
man.
their head in sand like an ostrich.
Nah, niggas not like
Where you gonna find it? Where you gonna retreat when the missile is 5 minutes from the night in this goddamn place? What's up, man? Hey, where the hell you gonna go? You gonna hide in the basement and find a fallout shelter? Your ass is toast, man.
Just don't like you that much.
See, the horse market started with $1 million. Fuck you gonna do?
Society. Scripture say, be ye as pilgrims on the earth. A pilgrim has no steady home. A pilgrim is roaming around.
And the Most High gonna put a fierce spirit on the prophets in that day. So we already gonna be just discontent with the bullshit anyway. So we, you know, you come up to a man of the Lord that day, you gonna get smashed, man. That's right. Your mindset is gonna change, man. You look at it, brother, man, just get your goddamn head knocked off from something. You are the proud, we trying to go. Hey, don't get in the way. Cause hey, like I say, man, no shorts, no losses. The prophets ain't taking no L's this time.
It says, and there is none in of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses because of the multitude of the whoredom of the well-favored harlot.
Right, the whoredom of the well-favored harlot that deceived nations through her witchcrafts, man. all these people with the black woman wearing red hair, that's witchcraft.
Yes.
You know?
Blind. Yeah.
That's witchcraft. Like the brother from the elder brother from Mississippi, Zahab, he said that bitches ain't nothing but street nigga leftovers, man. I was like, damn, street nigga. You ain't nothing but a street nigga left. Bitch come to you with 4 or 5 kids. Can't start playing so there's no care bonding with that. It's done. Like I said, street niggas leftovers, man.
They said, yo, bro said in a podcast for recreational use only.
Right.
Recreational use.
Not a way.
Hey, you gotta establish that, man. Don't let a bitch run game on you, man. Yeah, like you gotta.
Because you know these women are chameleons. They try to they try to play a role to make them have a good standing, which really they're fucking for the fucking streets, man. You know what I mean? Fuck all these women.
And the reason we go on women so hard is because they the most in league with Esau, man. It's called the Gardenian Pact. When the serpent went to Eve, that started the bullshit. So everybody want to talk about, oh, we so harsh on women. But the women love the devil. We here to rebuke and reprove and correct our people, man. And that involves cursing evil nigga women out.
Right.
Simple and plain.
Right. Verse 4, it says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her
It
whoredom.
says mistress of witchcraft, man. The mistress. Do you know the type of power a mistress have? It says witchcraft. So everything you said, that's why you got Moab wearing a suit and tie. That's why you got Moab building skyscrapers, man. You got Moab driving BMWs and shit, man. Yeah, they got fucking the worst pollution in the world, but yeah, you building skyscrapers. Planes smacking. What kind of bullshit is that?
Smart cities.
Yeah. You go there, you need a goddamn that. You really need a mask over there in fucking China.
Yeah,
Just for the pollution. Yeah, they whatever that shit is, that's worse than COVID. You know, because it's damn devil, man. And you nations being in league with them. So hey, YAHAWASHI, hey, he's gonna open the powder keg of judgment on America, man. That's right. It's right around the corner because, like the brother said, when the next lockdowns come, that's when you people gonna start getting ready. Yeah, they get back out there. Forget about your jobs, man. Get about it.
Yeah, right. You know what? Allowing witchcraft is the same thing as because Joe Biden coming out and saying black women got to be a witch, but at the same time they allow it. So you're in accordance with that shit. Scriptures say when the righteous kings were in authority, whether it be any descendant of David, like example like Josiah, right? When they got into their kingdom, right? They took out the witchcraft out the land, the sodomites and the Senate. You know what I mean?
Sticking on your back now.
Even Saul, he banned all the witches from Israel. Saul banned all that because that's what happens. It's like you purge out wickedness, you stomp it out. That way it don't fester, it's a cancer. And that's why they find me little leaven the whole month. Because this society is full of leaven, it's full of just a mixed multitude of a petri dish of wickedness, man. So you got the momos, you got the whores, you got the niggas, you got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that bullshit. You got the Masons, you got Esau. You know what I'm saying? Even the animals are acting bugged out, man. You got cats fucking sleeping in the middle of the goddamn street, man. I look out my window the other day, cat on the ground, chilling, man. Like, is he chilling and shit? Like, it's his hood. I'm like, goddamn, man, we gotta get out of here.
Right. It's Galatians 5 and 9. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump.
Little leaven, man. And this place is full of fucking leaven, man. One little drop of wickedness, that shit, boom. Back in when Obama became president, when he opened up the door for the momos, that shit exploded, man. I mean, niggas was bringing hula hoop dresses out the closet that you wouldn't even think. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing now. Just off that alone, America could get the missiles. Because they're blatantly open with it. They're not hiding no more, man. And speak against one of them.
Right, yeah.
Speak against them. Speak against them and come against the Amalekite or the so-called JOO. Those are the two worst things you can do in a society that's considered to be liberal. But liberal is not always a good thing either, because you got liberal and wickedness too, like the brother's going into, you know? Because what they say, America being a democracy, this is really not a democracy. This shit is really it's a dictatorship, man. This is nothing but communism disguised under freedom. This is a fucking communist country. It's draconian as hell because if it wasn't about communism, they wouldn't be able to impose these lockdowns and these jabs on people. They wouldn't be able to threaten people with that shit.
Yeah, and that's why in the Black Widow,
You saw that?
the star of the show was with the Crimson Star, whatever his dude was. He was basically a force of communism that was a good guy in that movie. But it just shows you how the shift is going from patriotism like Captain America to dudes like that who represent communism. And if you know anything about communism, man, it's rooted in draconian laws and genocide. Because people like Vladimir Lenin and other dudes like Joseph Stalin, they killed hella fucking people.
Yeah.
Right when the point when they got in office, they was killing millions of people. So how much more when you have quote unquote communism taken, which we know is just Esau. Just Esau being a demon. You could give it all these labels you want, but it's really just Esau being a demon. When that shit takes hold here, what you think gonna happen here? Mass death. And it's all coming through the spirit though. Right. Because these people need death, man. These motherfuckers, man.
Straight. They don't live for
Fuck
nothing.
them.
They don't have no purpose on
Fuck
this
everybody. You gotta be in that spirit, man, to fuck every fucking body.
Yes.
Besides the brotherhood.
Yes.
We only care about the brotherhood.
That's real.
Right? You got, that's real. Fucking woman outside with a mask on. How can you be outside with a mask on but you show your cleavage? That just boggles my
Did you know you could get no vid through your nipples, bitch?
You people are unbelievable. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This is Amos 6:1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion, and trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came.
The mountain of Samaria represents America, man. American government. Okay, the trust in the mountain. Read that again.
Yeah. Amos 6:1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion, and trust in the mountain of Samaria.
Mountain of Samaria, man. You niggas really listen to this guy Biden, you listen to Kamala, and then you got this devil Jen Psaki. She's a straight demon, man. She do not like Jake.
That's my redhead.
Yeah, that redhead bitch. She's a demon, man. I'll put curses up on her, man. I hope she get ate by a fucking bear alive, man. I'll wish the worst judgment for you people, man. Okay, I can't stand you fucking Edomites. Okay, honestly, I can't stand you. I hate you with a fucking passion. Okay, and that's through the spirit of YAHAWASHI outside. It's really so bad because you got stupid niggas that don't know no better. Their minds are glued to the television. Listen to this niggas that still watch Fox News, NBC. Oh, well, we have this right of COVID cases in the Black Where are all the ambulance at? You know, and then they talk about this dude, Mark Parsons. Mike Parsons, he's delivering what they call a task force. Governor Missouri, yeah, he said he's an ambulance task force to help with the so-called numbers.
Ain't no emergency.
Where's the
That's
emergency?
the thing. Because we was saying this last year, if the death tolls was so high, where the funerals at? You don't, because you will see them shits on the highway or when you driving by, you don't see those, because you know how Jake, they had the line, everybody follow each other. You don't see that shit.
No, but people ain't stupid. People's not smart enough to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People was not,
Yeah.
I'm sure if that was the case, people would be recording shit. Why ain't people just having random accidents? Why ain't planes falling out the sky? Why ain't nobody convulsing right now?
Where the hazmat
Everybody
suits.
seems like they in peace right now.
Yeah,
Everybody chilling.
hey, woe to them that are at ease in Zion.
That's Jake. Jake is at ease. Jake, the nigga woman talks about going to the club and doing this, doing that. Bitch want to move to Texas, all kind of weird shit.
The nigga want me to go to the gym.
You know what I mean?
The nigga woman would go to the gym in May just to fucking have a beach body by June and get fat again, man. Like bitches that do that shit, they'll get fat all winter, and then because they want to go down to Tree in Miami and host, they want to, you know what I'm saying? The bitch will hit the gym for a month and get a 2-pack and smush she on and go down there and get folded, man.
Drinking Henny, eating Popeyes.
Farting.
This is Amos chapter 6, verse 3. It says, ye that put far away the evil day and cause the seat of violence to come near.
Right, man. The seat of violence, man. These damn devils, man. We pushing on like there's no jobs. I don't know what they talking about. Jobs are not hiring like that, man. They advertise or you get $1,000 bonus. Jobs ain't hiring like that. You're self-employed. Look, jobs are fucking leaving, right? What else? Crime is going up. Houses going up. People get ready to get evicted. Yeah, evictions. The eviction memorandum moratorium is getting ready to expire. I don't know if they extended it 60 more days or not. I think they were supposed to.
Yeah, I think it expired last Saturday.
They're still talking about it.
They're talking about trying to.
So it's still.
It's not official yet.
Not official. And then you got Keisha talking about, well, I got 3 kids and shit. They can't evict me. What did you do with all your stimulus money? That's $900 plus your child support and food stamps a month.
They got their hair did, their nails done. Also weed.
Yeah, weed and Henny.
Weed and Hennessy. They went to the club. They got a new charger.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
Everything
20
but
charger.
me.
Can't even put tax on your car.
Yeah, shit, they got no tax.
Jake is retarded. Fucked over. They playing perfectly into the hands of the devil. Which when the Lord said to detach from the society, we mentioned being pilgrims, we see 2/3 they're cleaving unto the system. They don't want to detach. They want to stay part of the matrix. So that's why they said the trust in Egypt shall be your shame. So since you trust in it now, you gonna be fucked up when you know niggas in the hospital convulsing off the vaccine.
I can't
Look at Slim Thug. Slim Thug.
And we hope you be convulsing next, nigga.
That's right. You look like you was a little weird in that video, man. You look like you was a little off in that video, man.
You might have lost his
I did a video on you and your dumb ass took it 4 months ago because you went on live or some shit, asking people if they gonna take it. And saying, oh, well, y'all, people like, hell no, we ain't taking that shit. Like, man, why y'all ain't taking it? Man, I'm ready to get back. I'm tired of sitting in the house. Nigga, shut up, nigga. Big emotion, big nigga. Right. You ain't right. It's funny because you only worth $2 million. You ain't losing. You ain't making no money. What's your money you don't make? You are worth $2 million, man. Okay? You are a barroom fucking rapper.
Some Houston women, man. It's hot now.
They gonna spend $2 million on a loaf of bread.
Bruh, gas ain't went down since the summer started, man.
Right,
Gas been
spend
high.
$2 million on going to the grocery store and filling up
Yes,
gas.
bro, that's gonna be real.
Since Antiochus got in office, man, gas ain't, man.
Yes.
It went up.
10 racks for bread. We're gonna eat then. We're gonna eat when it's 10 racks for bread, man.
$10,000 for a loaf of bread. None of you dummies got silver out there. Like this nigga Floyd Mayweather, man. You think Floyd Mayweather got gold in his house?
No, he got cars though.
That car.
Yeah, y'all seen it on World Star.
Yeah, you would never get a chance to enjoy half that shit.
That nigga gonna be taking all these catalytic converters out. Like, damn,
Platinum out of there.
I got some boxing gloves.
Trade me Esau. Esau ain't taking that shit.
You're gonna have half a tank of gas gonna cost more than what you pay for that car, man.
Right.
Yes.
Esau don't want your fucking autographed boxing gloves.
No. You wanted to
Most High gonna probably how you would get lit or mob get the shit get out your bitch. Somebody see you fucking
Yeah. That's right.
It's Revelation 13:13. It says that he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men.
Right, that's what my brother put that down. That was a particular event, not the Boston. I think that's what it was. They first said air bombs and fire
Sloppy and shit.
So that's that whole thing to start up when the NATO's are going against the whole reason why NATO was set up to go against what they call the Eastern Bloc, the USSR. So that's why they start coming up with the concept of these different NATO relations, because they knew eventually there was going to be a coming clash. And you see these same nations that's getting ready to hit ahead today, because they're talking about Israel was talking about bombing Iran, and if they bomb Iran, America got to get involved and Russia has to get involved. So this whole thing is being set up perfectly. Because what's gonna spill the icing on the cake is when they do that, war is gonna be declared already. Then you're gonna have all this shit going down in the cities as far as the lockdowns and then the economic crash. And when the economic crash comes, then all the other nations, they lose from that. So it makes sense that America get bombed by their allies. That's just how I see it. It could be different, but that's just what I see.
Especially with the economy.
Because they said this economy could be out of here, but it's already done.
Yeah,
By
really
January, if they come with another lockdown, you can safely say by the beginning of next year, it's dead. This dollar's out of here because they want to get it back. They want to cash. They want to bring back that shit, man.
Hey, but how do you bring back an economy? You go to war. That's why Hitler became in power. That's how he got the position he was, because they was burning money for firewood. They didn't have nothing. But once Hitler come in and start doing his war economy, that's when Germany got started.
They said all wars are bankers' wars. They said nobody wins from war but the bankers. Because I mean, if you got somebody that's financing both sides of the coin, they gonna win regardless. Even if this side loses, he's still gonna. You know what I'm saying? So why everybody out here killing each other? The elites, they sit back. Same thing with 9/11. Okay, the elites, they were down. That's right. Watch the whole thing go down. Then you got stupid people saying some Arabs came over here and took down the building.
Yeah, Al-Qaeda.
Then you find 7 IDs intact under the rubble. Like, how the fuck is that even possible? How the hell you managed to come across 7 perfect IDs?
Got their pictures on it, name.
The date up to date, not a scratch, no nothing. Shit's perfectly laminated.
Goofy.
And people say, see, look, we told you it was Mujib and them.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Blue. That whole thing was to start the war on terror. It was really to set up the NDAA Act 2 for this very purpose, man. Right. Because under this very purpose, the National Defense Authorization Act solidifies every American a terrorist and your freedoms can be taken.
That's right.
Once they did that, nobody had any rights no more. That's why they go ahead with the global takeover, man.
Checkmate.
That's why Australia, etc. That's why they can do what they do. That's why the WHO, they can stand up and dictate and bark orders and say, look, if you don't do it, you just can't do it. We're going to take your shit. It's already been done, you dummies. So all that patriot bullshit y'all holding on to, that shit is smoke and mirrors, man.
Right.
Not only that, most people don't realize they don't have to go to Congress to vote anymore. They don't even have to pretend to vote anymore. After they pass that act, they just go to war. But Congress hasn't voted for a war in like 70 years, man. I think maybe Iraq, they might have did some kind of vote for that one. But every other war, Afghanistan, they just go.
They just go. That's right.
This is Revelation 13, verse 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Right, because after World War II, man, when nobody fucking with America, America unleashed that atom bomb. And on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, when that happened, people like, we don't want no smoke. These niggas, they bagged up.
Yeah, they crazy.
They like, nah, fuck that shit. That's when Esau's really flexing his muscle and proud to be American. At the time of the baby boomers, man, that's when the fucking manufacturing plants were up and going. When the Edomites was getting it, man, they were good. That's why you got the suburbs.
That was their peak right there.
Tell them shit, man. They take the little ass photos and shit. Oh, man, shit, they got the crazy look. You ain't want no smoke with this song. We do right now. This song, that's what happened with Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's what it's called. It's a super event.
Esau had fun. Trying to let his Instagram like get your ass killed.
Get your ass
It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. So that image goes into how they influence these other nations to live the American lifestyle. Lifestyle of Edomites, yes. Roman Empire. That's why you got cities like Dubai. That's why you got Tokyo feminism is in all these other nations throughout the earth. That's why you know, you got Moabites rocking three-piece suits trying to look like Edomites because they made an image to the beast. That image is not a big fucking sign. That's why when the Lord he put his image on man, man started behaving in the ways of the Most High. So now the image upon these people is how he got all the earth to be in league with the Edomite shit. That's why you got Japanese Freemasonry, you got Brazilian Freemasonry. You know what I'm saying? The actual emperor of Japan is a knight in the British military, man. He's a knight. So how the hell is he gonna be an emperor but he's in obeisance to the British crown? How does that add up? It doesn't, because really it's the truth brings back to the scriptures why about the image that's introduced in these nations. They don't have no choice but to get down with the system or get bombed to high water like Yemen, man. Or like Iran, how they got their sights on Iran. Shit, if Iran doesn't get down with it, which we know they're gonna eventually invade Iran. You know what I mean?
The image of the beast. Yeah, it ain't like you gotta really physically bow down to the statue of all over all. You can just do it with your mindset and lifestyle. That's why it says the Most High reserves 7,000 men that have not bowed to the image of all. And right now, this system is the martyr of all, man. Right. You know? And when you take that jab, you're bowing down to the image, you're worshiping the image. It says in Mark, that's the, you know what?
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak democracy and cause as many as should not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Hey, just like the president of Haiti. He didn't want to worship the image of the beast, so he got put to death. The Tanzanian president put to death. What you think Vietnam War was about? Not bowing to the image of the beast. The Korean War, him not bowing to the image of the beast. Gaddafi, the Libyan conflict, him not bowing to the image of the beast. The Iraq War, where they had to take out Saddam Hussein. That was about him not bowing to the image of the beast. So if you don't bow to his system, they kill you. They make war with your country. See, and they say, well, we got to establish democracy and blah, blah, blah. Democracy is part of the image.
He's a dictator. Or they'll come up with some lie. Like out there, he's mistreating his people. How the fuck is they mistreating people? Because they don't want dots and shit twerking. Right. How's that mistreated? If anything, they serving people.
You're a you're an evil dictator.
You're a dictator.
Yeah, you dictate shit all the time.
All the time.
You dictate on whether niggas should take Vanessa or not.
That's why they shit on North Korea so much. Because they not with that bullshit.
I'm like, man, he'll say, oh, well, we had to go in there because, you know, he wasn't allowing women to drive cars.
Yeah, voting rights.
So he had to go in and take them out. What's your excuse for it?
No, it's not. That has nothing to do with you. You have a such thing as sovereignty. Because that's why the scriptures, it says Esau, he can't be satisfied. You know what I mean? Esau can't be satisfied. Everyone has to be like him. Yeah. But it's really a ploy, you know? Because he wants you to bow down to his image so then he can take your resources from you. So that's really what he wants. He don't give a fuck if you're democratic or not. Because for that is Saudi Arabia. They have a monarchy. They got Sharia law. You say anything against the he gonna put your ass to death. They gonna cut your head off. But America is still illegal. So they don't care about that. They care about whether or not you give them resources. I think Saudi Arabia brokers oil with America.
That's why they get the extra. If Saudi Arabia was playing funny with that oil, they would have democracy in that bitch.
Right. Yeah, well, because like you said, he sold on the resources. He get cool with you just to take you down. That's what it is. He just come to get your shit.
Yeah, I want to spare Red's money. That's his spirit.
He's ultimate. That's his spirit. Like, I thought you had $200.
I do. I want to spare Red's. I want to spare Red's. Yeah, that's his spirit.
We keep telling you Esau's the gangster. Look, you niggas ain't got nothing on Esau. You niggas, you bloods and prison. Look, man, till you can go to war with Esau.